Governor Pete Ricketts shared his thoughts on the need for tax relief and his latest budget proposal for the state of Nebraska. During his town hall meeting in Broken Bow on Tuesday, he broke down his recent State of the State address, discussed the obstacles facing the legislative session, and took questions from the audience. The biggest challenge continues to be passing tax relief. Governor Ricketts highlighted a bill proposed by Senator Smith, the Nebraska Property Tax Cuts and Opportunity Act. This is estimated to produce $4 billion in property tax relief for agriculture and for homeowners over the next 10 years.
But what we're doing is taking existing tax credits and putting them into two new tax credit programs based on state taxes. And one is for agriculture, one is for homeowners. And what that allows us to do is concentrate those tax credits on Nebraskans.
When discussing the federal tax code and changes with itemizations, the governor said his goal is to create a, quote, net neutral revenue bill so that Nebraskans are not paying more due to the federal code changes. When asked about a proposed bill potentially increasing taxes, the crowd of around 35 people seemed pleased with his response.
Just in general, I will tell you, I'm not going to support any sort of tax increases.
Questions from the audience at the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce ranged from energy and fossil fuels, property taxes and school funding, revenue projections, the University of Nebraska-Lincoln state funding, Medicaid, increased child welfare numbers, and more. Highlights of those topics included a potential solar project in Lexington, according to the governor, as well as a need to revamp the state aid formula for distribution of school funding. He said only 70 of 244 school districts receive equalization money and that increase in ag land valuations have affected those numbers. Governor Ricketts said his budget priorities remain K-12 education, the Department of Corrections, and funding for people living with developmental disabilities. Despite a $200 million deficit in the state's budget, Governor Ricketts said he is feeling good and hopes compromises can be made.
I'm feeling good about it. We got more work to do. I've got a lot more work to do.
For KCNI KBBN in Broken Bow, this is Emily Barnett.